then you share with me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, Bryan, you could.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Simon. Eryong, Bryan.
Maybe you can also turn on your video. We see your face.
You guy, you don't know what I'm doing right now. Just let it be there. Benard, I'll do that afterwards, but it's fine. As I said, I'm Eryong Bryan, social worker by profession and a researcher, because as life goes on, you get where it fits you and you go for it. So I got into the research world. Immediately I got out of campus in 2015. And 2016, I started doing the research work, like data collection, writing of proposal. And then as life went on, I had to meet Simon. We always share a lot of things and doing the likes of research things, actually. So basically, most of the time I do subcontracting, like any student who comes here or any person who needs that kind of help, I normally work with them. I've worked with several people that Simon knows. Others are from different countries, and international students, they normally come when they get my contact. Yeah, we get also to the field. So basically, that is what I can say. I've been working with Simon, and when he came out, like, why don't we make this thing a formal kind of thing, like a company and the rest of it. So it's still in the inquiry process. And that's why today it made us to meet you. And I'm very glad, because my happiness is the moment I meet someone. I've always been given a new challenge, and through the new challenge, you learn new things. So thank you very much. I know for sure we shall share more, but for the matter of introduction, that is all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a very insightful introduction. It was really very great.
Thank you.
Yes, Dimiti, Elisa.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yes, hope all of us are well. I'm by the name Elisa Dimiti. Elisa Ezekiel Dimiti. I have been here in Gulu since 2007. About my education, I went to Sasamal Beka, I went to Laibu College, and then I was I did diploma in science, though it is still pending because I have not finished yet. Hope you are getting me.
Yes.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah. So as of now, I'm working with a company called Solar Light Uganda. It is a solar company. The work that I started in 2019, up to now, I'm working with the regional manager. I've written when I was at work. The opportunity came through my friend Simon, whom we met in Laibu College. We maintained the friendship up to date, and the a lot of things. So an opportunity came through him that we are learning software engineering through an organization called ALX, African Leadership Academy, in conjunction with the Alberton University of Computer Science and Computer Engineering So that is what I'm doing currently. And also this opportunity that Simon has come up with because is going to engineer a lot of programs in Uganda. So at that wedding of Baba Moka, did you remember? I think we took some exciting picture with you.
No, it's
yeah.
I can't forget any event in my life. Like yeah, so I know you pretty well. We have been so close to, yes, so yes.
I'm good. This the progress that we're making, I'm going to social people so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Bernard.
Oh, so thank you so much, everyone. Peter, Bryan, Elisa, you know, I met all of you except Bryan. I don't know if we have ever met, but we had a great interaction with Peter, Elisa, at different capacities, but we still remain friends. You know, we still keep together, which is really great. And I'm really very happy. So, Bryan, my name is Benard Tabu. I have like so many levels of professions. I don't know even where to begin from, but my first training was in education. I did physics and mathematics, and I also taught in high school. That's where I met Peter. He was actually my student, but he was a good student. I don't know whether I taught him personally, but I taught in that school for about 4 years, and I went on to I went to Gulu University, where I taught almost for about 8 years, and I continued pursuing further studies. So I did my master's in physics, specializing in solar energy. I did some training in India. Then currently I'm pursuing PhD in solar in renewable energy, in energy engineering, but specializing in renewable energy. So my work now it's I do a lot of work on renewable energy, solar, but currently my focus is on hydrogen production from available waste like solid waste and also biomass. So probably if you're on LinkedIn, you'll see a lot of information I'm trying to push on, especially, you know, hydrogen, which seems to be a game changer in the next like 50 years to come. Not even electric vehicle, looking at the potential of hydrogen, and there's a lot of research going on. So part of the work which I do is I normally don't forget where I come from. So wherever someone has an idea or I always try to make sure that I try to give advisory services as much as possible, and then expose whoever is within my cycle, whether or without, but so long as I get to know you, try to expose you to different opportunities. And then it is from there that you never know, maybe one or two, probably you take it up and then becomes your luck and so forth. So when Peter contacted me, I really felt so like it was really great for me. Unfortunately, I had like very limited time. Then I said, no, maybe I can create 1 hour on Saturday, and then we discuss and see whether we can get more time to discuss. But it's really an honor to be with you guys, and I am really happy. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for that consideration. But I think past were not able to teach me I don't think I sat on your class, but that friendship came more especially from the Department of Games and Sports. I think, yeah, that kept me very close to all my teachers, both in Bryan and UB College. Yeah. So, as I told you recently, when we resume our connection, because we lost connection for a quite period of time. By the time you went there, we were not able to maintain the communication, but good enough, again, we got the connection. So I came up with an idea. I've been thinking a lot for quite a long time now, but I want to do the action bit of it physically and with because me alone I may not be able to go far, but if we collaborate and work as a team, I think we are able to help our community and our people better than doing it individually. I was very excited. I was very, very excited when I saw you on the magazine, that project you worked on. And I think there's one I'm already looking forward to attend. Maybe my fellow colleagues, I will also share with them the link. I think on the 5th to 9th, then 11th to 15th, I think, your presentations. It's so exciting to see someone I know doing that kind of thing. And it really motivates me more to do what I should do, so that maybe, you never know, next time I may be the one to do the same, though maybe in different fields, but that is how we can bring development to our people, to our community, and how we can change the society. So I'm going to make my presentation. I think I will share with you the screen. If you can turn on, you give me permission to share, as I've presented some slides.
You should be able to share it now.
Okay. So basically, I want to start a technology and consultancy company, but this company, I'm looking at a diverse angle, an international angle, not just thinking locally or what I am able to do locally here. Yeah, and I'm trying to change my mindset from the way most of us think we are not able, or this one we can't achieve. We need to wait for maybe the foreigners to come and start those kind of businesses, and we just look for jobs. We apply to them for them to hire us, and we work for them. They're going with most of the with most of what should have been used to develop other people from here locally. They take it away. Of course, they're looking at opportunities with us here, because we have a lot of opportunity, but we are not unable to tap them. That is our big challenge. So I believe if I get the technical people on ground, the mentors who are able to guide the company, I think we shall be able to move a far distance. So as we already know, it is evident that the biggest problem among the young people globally, not only in Africa or not only in Uganda. It's about getting jobs. Even the top richest people underwent this, the same challenge. For example, we know Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, which is the second richest man now, also could not get a job by the time he was looking for one. But when he came up with an innovative ideas, he started the computer center that offer internet services to people. Just days within the very week he joined the university. So he dropped off from the university and started the business. So from there he went on to develop a website, and some of the news media started coming to him to help them publish their news online. And from there, he got up, he picked up PayPal. Actually, he was the one who developed PayPal, and then later on went into to sell it in billions. And now he's a very renowned person. Jack Ma, who also the co-founder of Alibaba. We know Alibaba very well, I believe. He started the e-commerce business in 1996, 1999, I mean. And Alibaba is now changing a lot of a lot of people, creating services online. You can easily buy things online from wherever you are. So right now it's among the top people, plus many others. So I have been trying to get also a reasonable job. As we know, the mindset we always have after completing our university is that when you complete your university degree, then you are liable of applying for jobs that meets your qualifications. But now with a lot of people graduating time and again yearly, but few jobs available, it is very hard to find one. I really struggled so hard. I could not say I've given up. No, I did not give up, but I've seen the competitions is very, very, very strange. So maybe if I can come up with another way, then maybe I will also be able to create jobs for some other people. So, and the only way I can do that maybe is to start a company. So on the 23rd September, 2021, I went on to declare myself publicly on social media pages, my social media pages like LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp. For those who are following me closely, they saw what I wrote, the letter, that I am no longer looking for jobs, but creating one or many. So creating one, that means I'm creating a job for myself, and many, that one I'm creating for other people. So that was building on the road run which I had been making in from first July to 5th August, which was about chasing my dream from a security officer to a software engineer. I ran for 1 week. So I'm building on that motive which I started with, and also trying to live to build on the dreams which I will be able to achieve in a long-term period. So as I said, I have an idea of starting a technology and consultancy company with a diverse departments. So I believe that with the right technical and skill-based team, this company can scale to the highest level, offering a number of services to the community. The company will be able also to solve many problems in the community, including skills development and professionalizations of our graduates, or creating jobs for hundreds of young people in future. If this company can start and scale to the level which I'm planning it should go. So as part of the initiation plan, the company I'm trying should have like about 5 departments, but with consultations like the one I'm doing now, with the ideas I'm getting, if others can be added, then that will be well and good. If others can be removed, that will be well and good. So that it is also manageable, and we are able to scale accordingly, basing on the available resources which we will be getting. So 1 is civil engineering department, 2 is electrical engineering department, 3 is mechanical engineering department, and then 4 is software engineering department, 5 research and development department. So that's why I'm trying to consult the right people with the right skill, if we can come together as a team and we collaborate in developing a company that can cater for us in our various areas of academic achievement. Because we have civil engineers, one is Lapi Mojes, my friend, which should have also been with us now, but he has not joined. Maybe, I don't know, it's in the village, so the network will be the problem. So Mojes did civil engineering in India. And very soon, I think this month or next month, he will be going back to India again to continue with his master degree. Electrical engineering, I've not yet got one passion, but mechanical engineering, I have my Obiokel Dennis who also did mechanical engineering and still is going further with his study. Software engineering, in this department, I think for now, if we can all agree, then we have a team ready, because me, I am here, Samuel is with me here, Dimiti is there, Fred is there, Karayot Julius Peter is there. Karafred and Julius Peter, they're already working, so they have that experience already, the industry experience, because they're working in Kampala and software companies. Me, Dimiti, and Samuel, we are learning every day and night, and we're working so hard to see we also become engineers who are able to do a lot of things and change our community through developing scalable applications. In the research and development department, I'm also here too. Bryan is here, because we have been working with Bryan, and our friend called Arnold also introduced me to the area of research. So already we have the experience. We have done research, being this undergraduate research, master research, master degree research, PhD research. We have ever done that with Bryan, both local and for locally and international students. I think it will be like opportunity if we can have one company which brings us all together. So instead of doing our things individually, we can work as a company in a team, and we shall be able to develop further. We shall be able to lobby even for contracts. We shall be able to do a lot of things together, and also developing on our ideas. So part of the plans or part of the activities which should be as a company, we should be able to do one, this is as part of the initiations process. I plan to register, to establish and register the company in Uganda here, by 31st December 2021. So if we can be registered by the end of this year, so that on first and 22, the company is launched and will go hand in hand with the e-commerce website, which that can help on starting in Northern Uganda here. I think if we nurture a model people, I don't know where I was before I went off. Let me share again. Before I went off, okay. So as I was saying, as part of the implementation plan, we want to develop e-commerce website, which I've already started working on it. So that will allow our small and medium businesses to trade online. And then also in the software engineering, and in collaboration with other engineering departments, we should develop innovative, sustainable, and scalable applications that are able to solve problems in our recent technologies. There are a lot of development which is coming with solar technology. So having you on board, I think that would be the very good opportunity for the company also to scale your experience with your knowledge. I think we can develop scalable and sustainable applications which is not dangerous to our environment. And we're also looking forward to scaling AI in Africa. AI is artificial. By offering hands-on skill in data science and machine learning courses or programs, because currently, as I speak, we don't have any university here in Uganda which is offering courses related to data science and machine learning. So that means even scaling AI or artificial intelligence in Uganda here, in Africa here, will take time. So as a company, if we are able to find ways with the skills we are learning, with the skills we are gaining, because my major interest is to go further with my study into data science and machine learning. So we'll be able to scale AI, because that is the recent technology which is in future will change a lot of things. And then we are also planning as a company to partner with institutions like universities to see how we can change the way we teach our students, more especially practical-based approaches. I've been trying to compare the way I was learning at Google University and
we lost Peter.
I think my internet is not very stable, but I believe you are picking me.
Yes, yes, I've gotten you right.
I think I'm almost also summarizing about partnering with institutions like Bulu University they can come to us in the company and they department. What I've seen or what I've experienced from the two internships which I did during the time of my studies at Mega FM, it is us or the student who want to add value.
Network is disturbing, Peter.
Yes, network is really disturbing, Peter.
Yeah. Okay, he's back again.
It's a big challenge to me now, but it is okay. We shall struggle with it like that. My presentation anyway. So maybe now to move forward, modeling ideas and changing the mindset as a company. That should also be in our core plan. A lot of negative ideas or negative mindset about development, like coming with a company like this. Many people will just see this man wasting time. We should be doing something else. So I think we need also as a company to be changing, find ways to change the mindset of the people towards the technology, towards what they're doing, and in many aspects. And also, importantly, changing that mindset from job seeking to job creating. They should be innovative. Then engaging in research for development. I think Bryan talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to talk much about it. So that one is one of the departments they want to work with. And then maybe as the company scale, depending on how we have initiated, established, and running the company, the long-term plan should also be there. In 10, 15 to 20 years, what should we achieve? So we plan, I have a plan if we can start making maybe some kind of technology which can help us. I've already seen that kind of technology being used in Thailand. I've admired it so much. So you don't need to use the bulls. That one was using the generator. But with technologies coming, maybe the solar system, can we incorporate one which can use the solar system to dig? So those are the kind of technologies as a company we should be looking at to develop. And then also, we don't make cars except Kakira is trying. Is it Kakira? Kira Motors. They have come with a bus. And we should also look at that kind of technologies. If we can start making or assembling cars here in Uganda as a company, I think that we would be reaching where the company should be. So those are plans is behind the reason why I want to start this company. And what motivates me always is, if not me, then who? If not us, then who? If not now, then when? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Peter, for your great presentation. I'm not going to take like a lot of time because I see we have only 14 minutes left. But just one thing is about the presentation.
Yes.
I'm really sorry that it's a bit expensive because the attendees, I think, is like $300. So I'm not sure if you guys are able to, like, I don't want you guys to waste even that money to attend. But in case if I get the recording or maybe some my slides, I can share with you because it's a paid conference. Okay, for us we don't pay, but those who are attending, they have to pay.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that's how they really make their money. So thank you so much for your presentation.
It was free. It's okay.
No, it is not free. And then your idea of JokCode. One thing which I know is that if you want to start business just to start business, then you won't really get money, you know. But if you're starting business to help people, then definitely you'll make money while helping people. So trying to focus on the problem and then solving the problem, that is where the money is. So when you see some of all these big companies, they actually identified the gaps, and then out of the gaps, they were able to fill in, and then, you know, everyone embraced, and they are making a lot of money. For example, you talk of Elon Musk now, he wants all the industry to be on Mars. Like we all the heavy factories and everything has to be on Mars, and Earth has to be clean, and he's working. He's so passionate of, you know, taking people to the Mars. So, and that's, you know, because in the next like maybe 100 years, the population of the Earth is growing, and the Earth may not sustain it. But having the other option, the other side, it's much better. So if he's the first person to build a spaceship to take people, imagine how wealthy he would be on top of his wealth now. So I like the mindset. I like the direction. I like the perspective. That is entirely very great. Only that, you know, we have vast problems. We have so many problems. Wherever you see, you have problems. But now we cannot solve all these problems. You know, we cannot really solve all these problems at once. So I was looking at the company having so many departments like civil engineering, research and development, mechanical, all these departments, you know. So personally, I would feel that would be really a lot of work, you know, like that would be really so much big for just a company, because you cannot identify all those problems within all these aspects and then synchronize and make sure you really handle them as a company. So my take is that have a common, like have all these members with the common ideas, and then, you know, the common focus, look at each other's strengths, and then you can start building, you know, like a company on that sense. So I see you have a lot of strength, especially on IT and also like on research and development, because research and development can be a part of any company. So maybe you need to focus on one aspect, and then you really have to, that is what you should focus on for the meantime. Because when you really grow a lot of base for the start and yet you have not started, then that would really be a big challenge. So I know that sounds like it sounds so much invariant with your initial thought, but I feel it is always better, you know, you begin small and really fine tune. I like the idea of the e-commerce, because when you look at, I know Jumia is doing some work, you know, on e-sales and so forth, but Jumia is not so popular in, maybe, let's say, in Gulu, for example. And then you can also have like e-commerce relating with hotel and hospitality. You know, sometimes when you Google, you find there are some companies running already some of these programs, some business on that. But try to look at the loopholes. Do they really give, you know, real-time information? Are their information reliable? So that is what you should really bank on. Then one business which I see it is very potential, especially in Gulu, even in Uganda and Africa, like at large, is still related to e-commerce, is you know, food deliveries. I like, it's not so much common, you know, like I know there are some few companies doing already food deliveries, but if you can really strategize well, you'll get a lot of money. Or even like shopping, you know, because there are people who may be very sick and, you know, they can't go to the market, but if you have this app where they can order or call border just to go and buy whatever they need, and then they come in, you know, that really helps so much. So what I'm trying to say is just have something small and then first focus on that. You know, you can develop an ID, maybe an IT applications for monitoring, maybe like crop growth in agricultural sector, for example, or maybe to determine the right amount of fertilizer to be applied to plant and so forth. You know, your focus should be on a specific aspects. But when you take like a very big broad aspect, then it would be really it becomes really entirely very, very difficult. If you look at like most of the companies, you find they have the scope within which they normally like operate, you know. But the other aspects which you talk of engaging good university, you know, to ensure that there are practical aspects, that's really very good, is a check and balance, you know. All those I feel comes as part of the fringe benefits. So you don't have to have so many. 10 is a big number. You know, 10 is a big number. I know 10 is a big number. So but people with common ideas, common passion, common ambition, then you move on together and you identify specific problems, you know, be as much as specific as possible. And then, because we live in a place of, in a society, in the world of limitations. So we have limits everywhere. Even like the time we have is very limited. You can just spend the time we need. So that means that's why the aspect of being specific is very important. So also when you're given chance, maybe to make presentation and so forth, focus on the key ideas. So that is one thing which I've actually learned like from this side. They give you 5 minutes to talk about your project and that's it. And they said, okay, what's it about your project? And it's 5 minutes. And then you have to make sure that within the 5 minutes, you tell about the project, what you're doing and how everything is done. And then it's all over. So I want you to also to have these kind of skills that are, you know, time is limited. We don't have to waste time. When we have the chance, let's focus on the key aspects within the given time limits. And you know, we also mind of the audience. So for me personally, I would borrow more on the IT for now. I would borrow more on the IT because I see you have identified more specific projects, you know, like issues related with AI, you know, knowledge in Africa, and also, you know, trying to make them embrace and ensure that, you know, it transforms life, you know, that's important. And then research and development is part of it. But the rest of the work, I see like IT to be more viable for now than some of the departments. So my take is that be specific, identify specific problems, and that's where the money is. You don't need to go many. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. Thank you. So in case, but still we can continue discussing like now. We still have about like 5 minutes. I can give 10 more minutes afterwards. So let's continue discussing.
Yes, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. And that is the importance of first sharing ideas with the right people who are able to guide you, because if you believe all what you are coming with are perfect, then you end up pricing at the end. Maybe I first give time to Bryan and Dimiti to also share the ideas basing on what he just shared and what I shared. So start with Bryan.
All right. Thank you so much. Kind of being disturbed by the network, but trying to keep on. Thank you so much, Bernard, for the brilliant comments and your take on what we are trying to
Bryan, are you with us?
Yes, Bryan is fine.
Yes, I'm here. I guess you're hearing me.
Yes, we are hearing you very well. I'm hearing you very well.
Yes. Bernard, thank you so much for your take on this. You know, whenever you're starting something and you're in the level of inquiry, it is always a blessing to get someone who is so much specific, just like the way you are, because you make us get out from the dark. Because what I picked from you is like picking two of the main departments to start with, and that is IT department, of which I know Simon and the rest of the guys, especially most of those guys, they have something at least to defend, because as we open the company, we know for sure we are going as problem solvers. We have to come out and get to the public that we are able to deliver what they see as a challenge to them. It is almost the same thing as research most of the time. We have done this in an informal way. There are those PhD students that came in, and I've so far worked with like 3 PhD students, and of which it reached a time that they tell you to do some other things, and I get to have Simon in. It is only Dimiti that I haven't yet gotten with him. But towards the research thing, there are a lot of companies that are in Uganda. So incorporate research and development for maybe those who are not capable of it somewhere. I believe working as a research assistant can bring a handing to someone, and bringing the issue of monitoring and evaluation into the company, so that we can be getting some of the work from the NGO world, from the government sector, from individuals who want to do something on research to understand how the world is going. This would be a fertile ground for us. And in research, you cannot go without ICT. It is very impossible. I've seen there is a lot of statistics that is involved in research. And I believe the two things that you have picked, you have given me a sense of going deeper into it and do more, then come out with a precise and easy to understand part of the work. I'm so grateful that you got to that. And I can't comment on other things, like the other department, like the mechanical, because I personally have no big idea on the mechanical bit of it. So that can't make me to move closer. But it is true that we need to start from where we are familiar with. And the smaller we start, the faster we can grow, because it will depend on only the quality of deliverables that we are giving out to the world, so that we get to be known. I always give an example that yes, we do research, but I've never advertised myself. I use only my own contacts, because if I do for one person and that person gets it right and finds that working with me has been easier and I've delivered to my best, that person will connect me to the other person. Now, what if we have a company of which we advertise outside? I believe we shall have more people that will advertise us, and it will be a progress that we are seeing. We shall be overcoming all the time the challenges that comes into the world, and I believe we shall turn to be game changers. So this is what I see, and I'll also be working forward to see that we always share whatever we have with you, Bernard, so that you give us immediate advice that we have, that you can, so that we get to the brighter start of the company. I'm very grateful, and I'm so much thankful for your tech. And Simon, we shall still discuss more. Let me leave it for someone else also to bring in an idea. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Bryan. Dimiti, let us hear from you. We have about 8 minutes to conclude the thing.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, Simon, Mr. Bernard, and Bryan. I think we have heard a lot. Before a lot of steps have been taken, and then it has been final in this stage or in this platform where it is now clearing. So, for anything to succeed, consultation is the basic, and I've loved the way things are going. I just want to add on small thing on top of what Bernard has said. Because from the look of things and how we are supposed to do it, there is always a point where we are supposed to start from. We're supposed to start from somewhere, and then we start going. The content that someone has presented, they're all exciting, they're all important. If you are to see, each and every one of it is important, but then we cannot take it all. At least we are supposed to pick at least or scale on one whereby we identify challenge that is facing. Then later on, we start providing service. Because as Bernard has put it, what we are looking for, which is money, is our service. When we offer service and then people appreciate it, they will appreciate it with what? With at least some tokens, that is money. So when you're offering service, supposed to do best of it. That means you're supposed to do what you're best at. You're good at what you can really do at the best of your knowledge. So from my take, I wish that we sit down again and then we scale on what we are supposed to do best. That's where we are going to start from. Then as we start growing, then we start bringing the other aspects whereby we can include other things that we feel we can what? We can expand with. So basically, that is what I'm looking at and what I'm going to add in as a contribution in this discussion. Let's scale things. Let's not just cut on everything on our head and then we start moving with. Because each and every bit of it requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of writings. It requires a lot of input. So to put input from the point of starting, when we are starting, when we need input, we need labor. So we still don't have any capacity to pay for labor.
I think, Dimiti, the network is not very stable now.
Yeah, so is it the timing of the day? because 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 here
Network is a very big challenge, yes.
I know maybe that's one problem we need to look at. How can we increase the bandwidth? Yeah, that falls within your doc. So I send you guys two links. One is for ITech. ITech is Indian Technical Corporation. It's one program which I benefited. It's too diverse, so they give short training in different aspects, you know, whether in social sciences, whether in medical sciences, whether in IT. So that is ITech, and the training is entirely throughout the year. So you can begin now. You know, it is throughout the year depending on the institute. It is fully sponsored. You go to India, but I've seen of late that because of the COVID, it is online. So take your time to explore that. The good thing with it is the interview is done by the Indian, you know, by the Indians themselves and at their embassy. So, you know, the Ugandan way is out. So that's the best. That's one. And two, I've seen like USAID always Ugandan embassy, Ugandan embassy normally have some small grants, you know, they give for startups and so forth. So as you plan to start a company, that's why Timothy was saying there would be a lot of write-up, you know, streamline the ideas and everything. Try to look at how can you also get some small money, you know, just for the startup is also important. I'll try to keep around in case of something. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So try to look at those two. I don't know why the link for the iTech is not opening now, but maybe they have some internet issues, but probably next week, try and then keep me posted. Yeah, so okay. Yes. But it is really, I like the whole idea. Like, yeah, it's great, you know, it's very great. But have the people with, you know, similar flock together, you know, small. And because even when you say you want to start like delivery, let's say food delivery alone, you have a lot of write-up. What's the problem? You know, you have to point out clearly, how will you convince the people that you're taking the food and the food is not going to be poisonous? Yeah, now how can you address issues related to culture, like, you know, like the culture, for example, you know, so you must, even something, just one like this, it takes a lot of, you know, take a lot of time, takes to make sure that everything comes into reality, you know. So having many departments, it's so difficult. So when you look at most of these companies, they normally have specific, like, okay, within a certain scope, they do a lot of specific stuff, but within a certain scope. So if you take IT, because that's where your strength is, and you guys, all of you, and, you know, it becomes actually easier. Even when you present a proposal, you know, it works out well. Maybe the mechanic, you can hope mechanical, maybe a company work on mechanical, maybe let's say company work on mechanical area just to help them develop the softwares to run the car, you know. But because the car itself is like a robot, there's a lot of there's a lot of electronics, and, you know, there's a lot of setup within it. So you can help to develop the softwares or improve and so forth. Yes, but, you know, have big, but realistically big, but start small within that scope, and you need to have people with the same passion. That's important. Yeah, that's really important. Otherwise, you'll get lost on the way, because here you end up learning a lot from one side again, and yet you have to start going, you know. But the overall idea is excellent. It's really great.
All right, thank you very much, Benard. Thank you very much. Yes, Dimiti.
I lost connection so bad. I got
No, that's fine. Maybe that's a problem we need to solve. Yeah, that's really fine. So something comes like this, you know, it's a problem. Why don't we have a very good internet? I know they use fiber optics, which comes from Egypt, but I know OneWeb is trying to install like a lot of satellites, so that instead of using fiber optics communication, they use satellites. But satellite is still, I don't know if unless they improve the technology, it's highly affected by environmental condition as well. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but maybe you have to dig down and see what really results into this. Is it the cost? Like they just like MTN gets subscribe like very small to the company who bring the internet like to Africa, you know, do they pay like a small amount and that's why they give them low bandwidth, or is it issue related with local connections and like conditions, atmospheric condition, or the receptor, like the device we use, you know? So those are the things you can look into, and you know, you can come in and don't be surprised. Even some of these companies would end up sponsoring you to, you know, do a lot of work in them. They subcontract you, you know, like you are this company, but you are subcontracted with bigger company to do the work because you are a highly specialized technical company within that field. You're definitely good to go. And then you keep developing, you know, other aspects as you go, because as you go, as you move one step, you find the issues, you learn, you come back and forth, then you see how to grow, to expand, you know. But before that, it's so difficult to expand at the onset. It's not advisable.
All right.
Yeah. So
Yes, I get you.
yeah. So thank you so much for your time, and I know it's once in a while we shall still chat like this. It's really great. I like it. So I like this kind of chatting more than like maybe WhatsApp or Facebook, because I like WhatsApp, Facebook, we don't have the time. Maybe you're busy, I'm busy chatting a little bit and then chatting. But here is we have the time. We discuss all like 1 hour and we have many people and everyone benefits. That's really great. Yeah. So maybe you have to create like one link, one email link so that I send this video. I'm going to send a recording. And in case I get something, you know, related to what you guys are doing, I'll also send. In case I get an opportunity, I'll also send on that. You know, we make it active, you know.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I wish you guys the very best. So Bryan, in your research, do you use some of the softwares, okay, like for data analysis, or you just carry a qualitative research? What exactly entails?
Okay. Yeah, Bernard, thanks for your message, and I'm very grateful for meeting you, because we are in the part of development, and development will continue throughout life. I've always worked in conjunction with Simon. Most of the time, like at times in analysis, I throw it to Simon, and we get back. Actually, in that research, we are three.
Okay.
Me, Simon, and another person called Arnold.
Okay.
We started in 2017, where when I graduated, I did my own research, and I came out and I discovered that there was that challenge.
Yes.
So Arnold did IT, Simon did computer science, and he's so good at that. And I'm this free person, I accept to learn. But it was just a fortunate bit that I got in contact with one of the lecturers of Mbara University, and they had projects in northern Uganda. So they incorporated me into active research in the field, both qualitative and quantitative. And I had to get deeper into the data analysis and the rest of it. And partly right now, since Gulu University is offering monitoring and evaluation, and I had just a core move that point I'll learn more of the softwares and analysis bit of it, and yeah, I'll be on the same panel with those of Simon. I work with them because I can't leave them; they're part of me. And because of having like so many connections, I've ever been working with Simon alongside. When these people, they call me, at times I go with Simon to the field and we do the work, because part of it, you know, with sciences, the way those of Simon does their thing, it is not the same way the socialists do their things. There is a lot of exaggeration there. People use a lot of words, but those of Simon, they use codes. So in order to let Simon also fix up to where I am, I had to go with him to the field. and give him a challenge to accomplish. And I believe right now Simon is better off. He can get to the field and he can do the same thing with me. And due to this connection, like I've been doing a lot of things, even from Netherlands. They always send me their transcription and those transcription work. So I always do it, though I'm also in the process of learning other softwares, of which my right hand and the left hand, they are Simon and Arnold. And I'm so much grateful that in case of any opportunity that comes, because I've entered deep into the field leadership, and I know I can deliver what I can to my best. And what I don't know, I'm always too free, because I know I have my right hand, left hand, who are also there. If something comes that are deeper into the IT, I have Simon, I have Arnold. So we have been working in that triangle form to make hands meet every day. And because of the connection that I might have achieved, maybe more than those of Simon, I get those contracts when they call me. There is a consultancy firm in Umbara that have always been calling me, like most of the time, like I think from 2016 to last year, that is when now COVID came. I was still doing work for them. We go for different organization, Plan International and the rest. So it was mainly like in the field, but when it comes now to data analysis, they pick it from us. But we would have done some work so that they can go and get it from the other side. So I believe, like with this company thing, because I was telling those of Simon, yes, we can train others, because there are some people who graduate, and if you take them just to do data collection in the field, it is a very big task for them. So we would be creating a job for someone who comes in and has the passion of inside things. So this is what I do. And there is a book that has been published, of which they made me to be a co-author.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Montreal. Yeah. we did that research from Northern Uganda, Gulu, Amoro, and Omoro. And she published the book last year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so at one point I'll share with you the link, then you go through the book, because It was on persons with disability.
Sure.
So I'm trying to move just like that, because meeting people who are so open has given me that opportunity to have a link with them. I've worked with Simon when that lady was here, because at times she could enter into technological problem. And because I had Simon, I just called him, man, what should we do upon this?
Yes.
And Simon had the point of meeting the lady, and she was very happy that I had a team. And this is what we are fighting, to make this a formal thing. Then we fight and reach somewhere where we can change the society. So that is where we are, Bernard. That is what we are trying to do with these people.
No, that's really awesome. So one thing which I just remembered is I know like softwares are very expensive, and there's a program in Northwestern University in Chicago. It's called Joint Undertaking Material Science Institute. They give softwares for students who are pursuing PhDs and masters, graduate studies in Africa. I'll try to contact them, because I was part of the team, who started that program. I'll try to contact the coordinator to see if you guys need any like softwares, if they can really avail the softwares to those who are, they're out of school, but they're doing useful work to help, those who are in school. That's something that just came into my mind. Yes. So I'll try to engage them. So if all is fine, then they have a couple of softwares, Anaconda, MATLAB, SolidWorks, most of the softwares, so that in case I'll talk to them. If it's fine, then I'll let you know. If not, then we can explore it, because with that you get a licensed softwares and do a lot of work. Unlike the crack version, it helps, but not doesn't have all the features. Yes. So that's something which just came out of my mind, saying I'll contact Bryan and then keep you guys posted.
Yeah. Thank you so
So
much.
that in
I'm
case you need a
very happy
specific
because
software, then
it seems like Simon has just opened another wide door for us to meet and we also excel to the next level of knowledge. And this is part of me. I'm so grateful when I'm learning something very new. Yeah.
So you guys,
I'm very, very happy actually.
Thank you. I really wish you the very best. Maintain the momentum, maintain the positivity. Keep it on. I know it is not easy. You're sacrificing a lot, you know. Sometimes even you don't have what to eat, you know. Life is really very difficult, but we have a purpose. That's why we are living, you know. So keep pushing on. Dreams are always made, and it's possible. It's always never late. So I wish you the very best. I have to head out. Bye-bye. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.